Good morning and welcome to your weekly pose. My name is Lori Glenn, owner of Bodhi Therapeutics, Massage and Yoga in Truckee. And today's pose is Setu, bandha, sarvangasana. So we're moving into bridge pose. So this will be on our backs and it's a little bit also of a back bend. So let's go ahead and get started. You'll come flat onto your back. So once I'm up in the pose, it's key that you're not moving your head around to protect the cervical spine. So I won't be looking at the camera, you'll just be hearing instructions. So I'll come onto the back. You'll bend the knees at 90 degrees, keeping the feet flat on the floor, and the heels will be just out of reach, or you can just graze them with your fingertips. That, of course, is going to depend on the length of your arms, right? So the hips, when you look down, the points of the hips should be in line with the knees, and then the feet are in line with the knees, and the toes point straight forward. Spread your toes wide. Press your feet evenly into the floor, weight distributed between the heels of the feet and the balls of the feet, as well as the sides of the feet. I like to take what I call robot arms, which are like this, like robot. Fingertips point towards the ceiling. And from here, on an inhalation, you'll press your feet into the floor so much that you begin to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And as you do this, you'll feel the cervical spine, your neck, may start to flatten out. So you want to put a little bit of pressure in the center back of the head into the floor so that it takes the chin away from your chest and you create a curve in the cervical spine. So not flat like this with the chin pressed against the chest, but lift the chin away from the chest, press the back of the head into the floor, create space under the cervical spine, and then you can gently press the elbows down and keep lifting the pubic bone, the bone at the front of your pelvis, and the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep the knees in line with the hips so they're not splaying open. Keep them in line with the hips. Keep pressing the feet evenly into the floor. Lift the hips a little higher. And then the last component of this, as though you were trying to drag your heels back to your shoulders, but not actually move them. So you're going to draw back isometrically, and that's going to create engagement of the hamstrings. And then maybe from here, you're able to roll onto the tops of the shoulders by scooping the shoulder underneath and the other one underneath and clasp hands. And again, take the chin away from the chest, lift the chest toward the chin, and lift the hips towards the ceiling. Press the arms down into the floor and breathe. Keep lengthening the tailbone forward toward the knees to create space in the lumbar spine. And if you get any painful pinching here, and you can't relieve it by lengthening the tailbone towards the spine, then go ahead and come a little bit out of the pose, see if it resolves. And if you need to, if it continues, you can roll all the way out of the pose. Again, unrolling the shoulders, and then rolling down one vertebra at a time. And then after this pose, it's nice to do a few pelvic tilts. And you can also take your feet wide and drop the knees from side to side to unwind the lumbar spine. So that is bridge pose. I hope you enjoyed your instruction. And until next time, namaste.